13 and 8, I think that is now.
The record, Shearer and Cole, by the way, 34. So he'll be there.
Yeah, he's on target. But that shot wasn't, I have to say it. But I think when this went in, we couldn't have expected the likes of which we've just witnessed there. It was an extraordinary start to the events.
Young Jack Buckland's first look like Liverpool were cruising at it, didn't it?
Well, you know, Stoke hadn't got started, and they continued to. Well, the first one was just an unlucky moment in the game. And this is, I think, Mark Wilson, who I thought had a torrid time today, made some terrible errors of judgment. This was his first one. Just head it anywhere but there. Shot cross didn't help him. But I guess they're petrified because Suarez is just on the prowl. He's just so alert, so alive.
He's seen everything.
Everything about it. Everything about it was messy until the finish.
Stoke then got themselves back on terms before half-time. Crouch with the first. Charlie Adam came out with something special, but that was neat, wasn't it?
It was very neat. Took us inside. I think Andy was saying at half-time how as soon as he checked back to you, you think you've got to be trying to get out. Certainly, he got caught wrong side of him. Paul Torre never been able to lay a glove on Peter Crouch. So he directly had it very, very well, Peter. I think he knows exactly where the goal is, exactly the only way he can score from that. Doesn't need any power. Just use the power of the cross.
And then we have a great, we talked about Charlie Adam. With Henderson doing a mistake here, but take nothing away from Charlie Adam. This is, by all means and all standards, a great, great goal, and they were back in it just before half-time.
It was such a clean strike, wasn't it?
Technique, everything brilliant.
Pure. Absolutely pure. You almost can tell when the ball doesn't spin that much, you know you've hit it really clean, really purely. You just watch the lack of spin in the ball. As he hits it, it's hardly moving, hardly spinning at all. Means you've hit it absolutely clean.
Now,
this is the moment, I think, this is the big moment in the match. Mark Wilson again, that's a shocking piece of play. You're centre back and your last man. When this happened, Jan and David went penalty. I said, no, you went no penalty. Sorry, I went penalty. The first time of asking, was that handball as well? Does he put his arm up there and block it? Possible.
Well, is it a dive, Andy?
Depends who you support.
Right, is it fair?
Neither.
I think you can see it straight away. He pulls down, have a look at the referee, look here. And look at
I still say, and I said to David at the time, watch his left leg come out there. He's offered Sterling an option.
Still not enough, I mean.
Well, probably some old footage somewhere that say I can only answer it in one way. It's not dive, it's just good play.
Well, let me just throw this one at you. If that's a penalty, then we're going to see many given, aren't we? But if that is, then why isn't this someone that we've seen do this time and again, Andy, during the course of the season? Skirtle. All over a player. Almost trying to wear the jersey of the opposition.
Don't talk to me about Martin Skirtle. How he gets away with it. These officials must talk to each other. They review these games on a weekly basis. They talk to each other about it. I can't believe he's the biggest offender I've seen in the league at the moment. Look at him, he's got all the shot cross, hauls him to the ground, and just for good measure, lies on top of him until he can't get up. I don't get how that's not a penalty. I can't answer that question.
I think you're hitting the right there as well. I mean, it's not as if they make these things individually. They'll now go away, they'll talk about things, they'll have their meetings about things, and all that footage is there week in, week out, for them to say, let's just clamp it out, bang, penalty, and within a couple of games, you know, you only have to give a couple of penalties, it would stop it.
And if you compare with the penalty Liverpool is getting,
yes.
okay, the defender gives a modern striker a chance.